Did you know that there's a lost island at the bottom of the Ohio River that was technically Louisville's first neighborhood? It was flooded and covered by water over 100 years ago, and some people call it Louisville's lost city of Atlantis. But its actual name was Corn Island. It was about 50 acres in size and originally sat about 150 yards off the shores of what we now call downtown Louisville, right about here. And back when it was still visible, it would have stretched from about 5th Street all the way down to 13th Street. So it was a pretty good sized island. And interestingly enough, back when the Louisville area was first being settled during the Revolutionary War in 1778, early settlers actually opted to live on this island instead of coming over to settle in Louisville. At the time, they weren't interested in settling on the mainland because the island offered them more protection. Completely surrounded by water, it insulated them from surprise attacks, and since it sat at the mouth of the Falls of the Ohio, boats could only approach from one direction, giving them a clear view of any threats before they reached land. It was the perfect setup. And they actually lived on that island a full year before moving over to the current day Louisville area to settle in 1779. And one of the main reasons that such a historically significant island now sits at the bottom of the Ohio River is because Corn Island was formed on top of a bed of rich limestone rock. And after the settlers moved off the island to build out what we now know as Louisville, they needed a ton of limestone to help build out the growing city. So they literally picked the island apart stone by stone, and the bones of it were eventually swallowed up by the Ohio River. And today the island still sits submerged in a watery abyss beneath the surface, just off the shores of downtown Louisville. Swallowed by the river that it was always surrounded by, but still shaping the story of Louisville 250 years later.